My name is Ravi Amble. I am co-founder, president, and CEO of Eagle Eye Med. I've been in the healthcare industry for about 10 years now. Came from the information technology, solution services industry. So it was a distinctive movement. It was a real change in what I was doing. Learning healthcare at a granular level. For example, our country is an aging country. The average age is over 60. The cost of healthcare is very high. By 2025, we would need more than 150,000 doctors and more than 500,000 nurses. So how do you bridge this health divide?
Yeah, and we're all going to grow until 100, 150.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a hospital infrastructure. We got more than 13,000 hospitals in our country, but we do not have enough healthcare resources. So the technology that we are developing here will bridge that gap, so to speak, with the ability to remotely monitor, diagnose, and analyze for specific areas of healthcare.
This is very important. You know, I think the prophylactic, preventative notion in medicine is very important.
Correct.
So how is it that you guys are able to sort of be better than some of your competitive products?
We do not, so to speak, have competition at this time in terms of the platform that we're developing.
Okay.
For example, we've had a 100% hit ratio in terms of our proof of concept from the perspective of physicians, from the perspective of radiologists, and as well as clinicians all over.
I see.
Now, to cut a long story short, there are different ways that you can provide for something called telemedicine, which is growing very fast. You can even attach, an X-ray and send it as an email. What we are trying to bring here is real-time collaboration, where a doctor is able to view a patient, view the vitals of a patient real time, and take pragmatic decisions.
I see.
Now, what happens to that session? That session itself becomes a use case with a tremendous impact to big data.
Okay. Just to change the subject a little bit,
Sure.
Could you tell us one of your sort of war stories as you sort of ramped up your business?
Sure. I started my career in Troy, Michigan, working in the areas of engineering and presentation graphics. I went to school in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia, earned degrees in electrical engineering and computer science, and started my first company, May 1 of '94, called Rapidyne, an information technology and solutions company, solution services company. Grew to about $350 million in 5.5 years. We were Inc. 500 for 2 years in a row. We were successful in selling the company to Fujitsu in April of '06. We were about 2,500 strong in the United States and about 1,500 strong in India when we sold it. Been a fantastic ride. All the credit goes to the team. When I was doing this, I was introduced to telemedicine because I come from the expert systems background, so an algorithm was kind of being thought out and stuff like that. So eventually we became successful, and I made a big change. My dad said, "Hey man, are you okay? This is a $350 million company, you want to give that up and start another one where you don't even know what the monetization is going to be." But when I told him—
That's the uncertainty of the entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, and healthcare is a completely different.
So let me ask you this,
wax.
if you could call yourself 20 years ago, what would you say to yourself? What advice would you give to your previous self 20 years ago to buy, besides buying Apple stock?
I do have it in my portfolio. Google, Apple, and Tesla. I would say that being more pragmatic, done my research a little bit better in the healthcare space, so to speak. I think I could have done things differently, accelerated certain issues, and probably reduced unnecessary spending.
So basically,
that is for sure.
You would want to be more of a superhuman, because it sounds like you've done very well.
I've done all right.
Yeah.
I've done all right. There's a long way to go. There are very successful people out there, a lot to learn from.
Yeah.
One thing life has taught me, one thing my parents have taught me is the more you learn, we should realize how less we know.
Great. So please tell our viewers where they can learn more about your business.
Absolutely. You can go to my website, but you're not going to find anything right now because stealth mode. Hopefully in the next 60 days, we'll have a lot more information. But if you see my profile on LinkedIn, the companies that I'm involved in the areas of storage, expert systems, and healthcare information technology, hopefully be a little bit of help.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time.
Any day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Good job.